All right. Hey everybody. Sorry to cut. Welcome to another round of Canje plays. We're working out some technical difficulties on Brian's side, and he'll be in it presently. So Brian, I can hear you just fine. I just can't see you. Yeah, yeah. So that's all. That's no problem at all. So Brian won't be able to join us today. It sounds like he's having some computer issues that he'll be working on and be watching his paint as we get into it. So usually my partner in crime, who would be over here, won't be here joining us today, so it'll just be me painting. Oh God, the pressure.
You're not getting away with it that easily.
Vocal grief is the only type of grief I accept. Blue, what's going on? Good luck with the painting, sir. He's at a local used game sale fundraiser. Ooh, that's awesome. That's amazing. So, yeah, that's amazing. All right, so before we begin, I want to say thank you to my patrons, YouTube subscribers, and if you're neither just coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. Let's just skip the preamble, get down to the table, and let's do this thing. So I'll be painting more of blah Shovel Knight minis as I'm going through the paint series of painting all the Shovel Knight minis before I play the game and bring it to the table. Just to let you know, these minis were sent to me by Panda Cult Games, but we have this all set to go, so it's fantastic. Okay, so two characters I'll be painting today. The minions, there is a lot of these. There are 8 of these skeleton things that you see that I kind of threw the slap chop method on to start to paint through them. But they'll basically be looking like this. So 3 colors: skeleton, bone, leather, and then kind of like a bronze blade. Then the main boss that I'll be painting today is this lovely character. So he's got so basically death, right? A necromancer of some sort that we'll be going through and painting these up. As you can see, the slap chop is on her to start, and we'll be doing with this. So this will be some hoplite gold, some Caribbean Ocean blue, a little bit of dirt. Use some of that hoplite gold on the coins at the on the hands and bottom, and then her. I've got some metallic. What's it called? I'm trying to remember what this one is. Horde bronze, I believe, is the color that I'm going to use. This, and then her scythe will be, those different. So let's go ahead and dive into this and see how this goes. So we're going to start just trying to run through all of these very quickly. Like I said, there's 8 of them, which, yay for me. But I'll be using Pallid Bone. Pallid Bone came in the 1.0, the first speed paint set that came out. I do not believe these are in the second one. If I look at the box, they are not part of the second one. There's Bone Matter is the one that they use, but not Pallid Bone. So this one I actually really like for bone coloring. So this is what I'm going to use for this. And we're going to throw these on these skeletons as quickly as possible. Go through. If you're painting along today, what are you painting? Brian, what are you painting?
Well, what I was going to be painting was continuing the same miniature I've been doing for the last 2 to finish it off, but now that's going to have to sit and hold off till next time. So what I might do is sit and watch you and do something like having Starfield running in the background.
Oh, sweet. I expect to be chided constantly.
Well, you're painting. This is a good thing. Less grey is positive. Um, yeah, we know you have an issue with the amount of grey you put on your table.
What? I don't even know what you're talking about. Hashtag fake news.
Well, we all know everything about the guy who likes occasionally to spread fake news. So if you want to side with him, then
No, no, sir. No, sir.
um, so. But no, otherwise you seem to be. And skellies are always fun and easy to do. Right? The old school was they were just a dry brush and you painted it black and you did the world's heaviest dry brush on your skelly.
Oh wow. With
And
any color in particular, or
a bone white of some kind.
okay.
But the side effect was that then the bones of the skeleton came out really well. Then you'd go in and you would do the rest of the matter on top of that and paint it normally.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, this one get done in pretty good order.
So I'm not certain if She Who Must Not Be Obeyed is watching or not.
If who is?
There is an old phrase for your other half in the UK, she
Oh,
who must be obeyed. So I was just saying she who must not be obeyed, because if she was being obeyed, I'd be buying her new board games every 24 hours.
I think you need to obey your wife. Buy her board game every 24 hours. Around that.
Then we wouldn't be able to pay for the mortgage.
Oh, I mean, you can play board games in, like a yurt or something.
Don't give her ideas. There have been no comments coming up in chat from her. I take that as a positive comment.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Of course, if she goes back and watches this again later, I'm still in trouble. But
Oh, there she is. Too late.
oops. Love you, honey.
Whoopsie. Yeah, so there you go. Skeleton Bone 1. Done. Excellent. I've said this constantly, and I will continue to say this. Assembly line painting sucks. Sorry, it just does. Not fun for me.
You have a gift for understatement. Um, and the most assembly line painting I've done is on skellies because they're quick and easy. It was also 30 years ago.
Hey Janet, what's going on? What are you painting today, Janet? What do you got at the table? Got to hang with Janet for a little bit yesterday as she was playing Gloomhaven Digital with her husband, with Gary, her husband, and Stacy. Got to hang with them and watch them kick some Gloomhaven butt. Hold on. What?
So, how many of those have you got to do?
8! Yay! I get today. Janet, no painting today, just hanging with you all. Oh, thanks, Janet. Well, I'm going to be right back. My friends could if what emergency. Well, guarantee if there's a fire, someone. Uh,
I hope not.
I don't think it
Think of how many paints could get lost.
is. The board games go first out the door, and the first game is Gloom to Kill for. Just to let you know. Dan says I'll be painting soon. My Destiny's Witchwood expansion is shipping. So, pardon me one moment. Let me see what's going on. I will be right back, everybody. Be right back. All right. Okay. We're back. Yay.
All is sorted. The world is safe.
All is sorted. The world is safe. All right. So we're on skeleton number 3 of 8. Hopefully, we can move through this real quickly. I prefer to paint the boss mini, so I'm trying to move through these skeletons as quickly as possible.
That makes sense. Where's Canje gone?
Where's what?
You were making sense. I was saying, where's Canje gone?
There's that chiding. So what do you think of Starfield so far? I've watched some videos on it. It looks beautiful.
It's classic Bethesda. So it's take the best of what they do with their games in general, and then ramp it up. So the cities are bigger, they're more vibrant. You haven't got the dull flatness you get in the Fallout games. Um, so it is beautiful. The cities are busy. It's a good storyline. It's well written. It's well thought out. There's lots to do. Um, it's not Elite. It's not Star Citizen, but it doesn't aim to be.
Right.
It aims to be a Bethesda game, which, you know, it is the current pinnacle of their art. So, no, I'm very happy and very impressed with it.
And is Cynthia still on Baldur's Gate?
She will be when it cools down over here a bit and she stops hiding downstairs where there's air conditioning and actually joins me upstairs. Because all of the heat in our house rises and kind of spends its time in one place, which is roughly where the painting and the office are.
Oh, okay.
Which could be one of the reasons that my other computer's less than happy.
Oh, overheat is a thing. Yes. I thought y'all were starting to cool down already.
We had, and then it changed its mind.
Oh. Starts cooling down, psych.
Yeah, it started to cool down, and then it heated back up again. Um,
So any new are you're still that one mini was for was that the one that was for the gaming club at Cynthia's school or no?
the one I was doing was it was originally printed for that, but it was just done for fun.
Okay.
Um, it was, oh, what have I got that would be interesting here that I think needs to get painted? And that was the answer. So that started getting painted.
That's four. Four of
Four,
8.
four skellies.
So we pull those 4 off. Next 4 on. Yay. I'm using a this is using a mini holder from Citadel. Oh, these were on sale that I just threw around, but they were on sale, so I grabbed some. I'd probably say, yeah, a wine cork with sticky tack is all you need. You don't need to go all crazy with it.
No, I've got one of the Citadel ones. I never use it. Um, I've got some that I created to 3D print. Funny that.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's in the other good one. If you have a 3D printer, you can make your own.
And they are, you know, considering the number of them I've got, it's a far more financially viable option.
That's the great thing about 3D printers is after you get one, everything you need you can 3D print it. You need a new piece for your 3D printer, you can 3D print it.
The update for my 3D printer should be getting here next week. Um, and part of it is you end up printing the parts.
Yeah. So Cynthia says currently it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 29 degrees Celsius outside. The room is 90. Good lord. Hey, Barrett, what's going on? Yeah,
What are you
that's.
painting? Yeah, you're saying that, Ben, but where are you joining us and painting yours? I mean, I'm here even if it's just on voice.
Barrett's royalty. He doesn't. You know, we have to make an appointment. We have to make an appointment to paint with Barrett. How royalty works. Princess Barrett. Hey, Yogi. Yes, Barrett wore a tiara when he got back on the co-op chat this morning. All right, so that's 5 of 8. Getting there. We're getting there. But the great thing about speed paints that you're seeing me assembly line painting 8 minis, and it's going by pretty quick. So Family Meeple says, "Hey, hey, joining from Nottingham, UK. Did I say it right? Nottingham,
Yeah,
UK is sunny and hot. Office at 29.5. Good grief, so hot."
just going to check the temperature on yeah, the fan behind me is telling me it's 32 degrees in here.
Good lord. I detest being hot. I hate it. It puts me in such a bad mood. It really does. Baron said, "I would gladly be painting right on it. Is Saturday chore day happens every Saturday after co-op chat." Well, I don't paint I paint after co-op chat, but not right after. There's a 2 hour slot, and you could wake up early and get those chores. That's what I used to do as a kid. I had house chores that I had to get done. I would wake up at 6 a.m., knock out all the house chores, and be ready in time for Saturday morning. That was the plan.
And he still does the waiting for Saturday morning cartoons.
I wish. No, I haven't. Oh, I haven't watched a Saturday morning cartoon forever. I don't even know what's on anymore.
Probably nothing good these days.
Baron said he'd rather be painting than doing chores. I hear that. I hear that. So that is, was that 6? 6 of 8. And it's only been 21 minutes. Not bad. That's including intro. I don't base minis. I just paint the base black. I don't have all the lovely, lovely terrain that Barrett has that he puts on minis. If you see his stuff is gorgeous. Getting some feedback from you for some reason.
What was that?
I'm getting some feedback from you. It's like I'm hearing in your background.
Ooh, let me. That should solve it.
Thank you. So what was the first mini that you, if you remember, what was the first mini that you painted?
Possibly a Skelly, actually. It was a long, long time ago.
Was it for Warhammer or something?
Probably for an RPG more than Warhammer, but it would have been a Games Workshop Skelly.
I gotcha.
I remember buying a box set of skeletons.
They actually
Uh,
came in mass. So your first painting was assembly line?
Pretty much.
Ooh.
Um, and most of it was for Warhammer and Warhammer 40k.
Yeah, Brant says night goblins. Lots of them. That was the first minis that he painted.
Um, I've still got the bits from a load of those skellies that are in my bits box just to put on other things.
After you paint them, do you just kind of pull them and get rid of them, or do they stay in the collection? Like how long?
A lot of those have stayed for a long time. At the moment, I'm working on sorting out some decent storage. So when I get the storage sorted,
Gotcha. Yogi
we
says.
will be storing lots more of them.
Yeah, Yogi says can't believe 40k art is already at 10.1. Family Meeple, you've inspired me to get back to my painting table. Uh, gold layer going down on Galactus. Oh, you're painting that monstrous thing. Oh, you must send me pictures. You must send me pictures of this. Certainly biggest thing I've ever painted. Yeah, I want to see pictures of you completing that because I saw someone. I didn't understand the scale of that thing until I was at Gen Con this year and I saw somebody walking around the hall with it. Like that seems like a lot to walk around with.
Yeah,
That's 8. Boom. Still have all my Warhammer. I that Baron says he still has all the Warhammer that he painted. Uh, it's a lot of Warhammer. That's a lot of Warhammer. All right, so we'll let pop those off. Like I said, I'm just gonna run through. These are gonna be super quick to paint off. Dry. While the other ones have already dried, drawn. Past tense of dried. Yes, big boss character. So if you can see, focus. There we go. That's pallid bone with the slap chop on it. So we're going to now move from this is we're gonna move from pallid bone to hardened leather. This comes from once again the speed paints, the first batch of speed paints that came out. So this came in that big box of 1.0's speed paints, hardened leather. I'm checking to see if it's in 2.0, 2. That answers a big fat no ski. Nope. So you'll have to get it in 1.0 or by itself. So give that a shuffle. And they put those little balls. You see here, a little ball in it. Shake that up. And this we're going to get just the other areas. So like I said, really. And I love the hardened leather one that's on here. I just love how it dries. It looks fantastic. Family Maple, definitely the thing I enjoy about batch painting. By the time the final one is done, you can move on to the next layer on figure one and carry on through. Yeah, that it allows you for that, but it's just kind of like it becomes mundane, you know? Like, oh, I painted that chess piece. Let me paint that chess piece again. Oh, let me paint that. Oh, let me paint that chess piece one more time.
At least those skellies are a little cutesy.
Yeah, they're a little nice. The minis are.
And the nice thing about actually watching this way is I can see what you're doing far better because I can actually pay attention to what you're doing.
Wait a second, you're paying attention to me? Oh,
Yes.
this is a hallowed day. Well, he didn't say he cared about it. He just said he's paying attention. So there's that.
Oh no, it means I can pick up all your flaws.
Oh, damn it. Judgment gotten worse.
Me judge you.
Your inflection was incorrect. Say it again with the proper inflection.
What? Me judge you? No, that would never
There it
happen.
is. There it is. There it is. So, if you are on and your family meeple looks like he's painting Galactus the Devourer massive mini, but what is everybody else painting right now? I know Janet said she's just hanging out, but what's everybody else got going? But are y'all painting something, especially if it's not, it doesn't have to be right this second, but do you have something that you're just kind of presently working on as well? What you got? Let me know in the chat.
I've been looking at what I'm going to print next to paint. Though equally, Cynthia finally was nice enough to move her books from my painting room. So I've now got space for more paint. Um,
You mean she has? You mean you're buying her a new Calyx for more board games?
no,
All
I'm
right.
not buying any more paint either. Um,
That's what I
but
heard. That's what I heard, Cynthia. That's what I heard.
at the moment, we're trying to organise things so we can do things like go on nice holidays.
Yeah, y'all had a really nice crew going on of cruise. Fun. People who've never done it, you should try it. You get to go to famous places, and you can leave your stuff anywhere. It's a floating hotel slash buffet.
Yeah, it's like doing a road trip in a floating hotel slash buffet.
Yeah. Yeah. Family People says, yeah, my wife and three daughters are go abroad this year. Finally managed to sort passports. Yeah, mine. I need to re up mine because mine. Luckily, I was able to make it to the UK this year, but I need to renew my passport soon. I plan to do the pre-check on it because the TSA lines at Charlotte Douglas Airport is hot garbage. Not the people who work there. They are fancy. They're friendly. They are kind and very sweet. The line sucks. But the people who work at there are very nice. So this, everyone, thing isn't it grand? Don't you want to buy 30 billion of the exact same mini so you can do this over and over and over again? You didn't want to do anything else fun with your day.
It's not much better when it's not quite the exact same mini, but they're all close alike enough that it makes no difference.
Yeah, Zombicide is keen on that one. They'll do like these different poses, but it's the same mini.
Now I've been messing about and creating things in Hero Forge again.
What you been
I
making?
mean, oh well, just whatever. So I kind of came up with a very alternate dark superhero that I called the Executioner because they've added superhero stuff on him last week.
Ah, okay.
And I only took a couple of bits of that and then some stuff from a medieval executioner and then gave him a very large axe. Um, try something experimental. Did that come through to you, Canje?
Yes, it did. Oh, that looks nice. Fantasy setting.
I took bit. That's just a random mini, so I took bits from a fantasy setting because I kind of liked the style of the armor.
Okay.
But he wasn't created for anything. He was just created for the fun.
Yeah. Go. See, we're 30 minutes into the stream. I'm not counting, so not counting start time and talking, and we've done before we got down to the table and technical keys, and we are probably about 70% done with the scallies.
Yeah, speed paints and slap chop have just added so much to being able to get presentable minis onto the table quickly.
Yeah, I could only imagine prior to that painting these, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'm not painting any of this. And that's probably what a lot of people who wanted to get into this that didn't ended up doing, where they were just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. That's crazy. But we're gonna try to burn through these so we can get to the kid mini that I um the contrast paints revolutionized the mini painting industry for sure. Yeah, it definitely opened it up to a wider audience. But I have a feeling, and I don't know, you could check me on this, but I have a feeling that with their with them adding contrast paints to make these things go faster, the purists were not thrilled.
See, the purists can use them for technical effects, a better base coat, so they still have uses.
But I'm a
Thin them down, and they give you really good specialist washes.
gotcha.
Um,
Uh,
so I've seen a lot of the purists looking at contrast paints as another technical trick for their. That's the way I use them.
so it wasn't viewed askance as like, oh well, it's healing technique or the usual stuff you hear.
There may have been some of that, but what it's doing is enabling people that haven't got the time or the energy to put that much time in to get something presentable. If you spend 5 or 10 hours painting your mini, you'll still get a better mini.
Yeah,
But you've also got to have spent 5 or 10 hours
painting
painting your
your
mini.
mini. Fair enough.
Even for the purists, a lot of them want ways to. Purists still have several levels they paint at. They have painting for the table, where they will spend half an hour to an hour on a mini at most, through to painting for competition, where you can be talking upwards of 100 hours on a mini.
Are
Uh,
there are there are there competitions for this is just me not knowing, right? Are there competitions for mini painting?
there are lots of competitions for mini painting. There's the Warhammer specific one, which has been going on forever, which are the Golden Demon Awards. But that's very, very Games Workshop focused. It's run by them, and you've got to follow their rules and paint in their style. And
Oh, so you have to
yeah,
use their paints, basically?
um, not quite, but you've got to, it's got to be in their kind of style. Not as far as it's got to be done in Citadel paints, because people mix paints, so you'll never know if it was done in their paints.
Gotcha.
Um, but it's got, it's done by Games Workshop for people that like Games Workshop.
Okay.
Um, and then you've got a lot more open competitions, where it's easier to communicate with the judges, where you'll get more, better feedback. Um, the Golden Demons are a very specific thing. I've never entered any of them. Um, I've seen a lot of the artwork for people that have, and it's stunning. And it gets more stunning every year as more and more techniques come out. And that's again where things like contrast paints have helped the hardcore painters, because what they can now do is very quickly get their paints to the table, their table ready minis to the table, and save time to be able to spend time on what they
Focusing
want
on
to
the
be doing.
hardcore stuff, yeah. Uh, I can recall feeling massively inspired by gold words as a kid growing up playing W games. Yeah,
Yeah,
some of these minis I see, I'm in the Marvel United Fanatics Facebook page, and some of the minis I see them posting where uh, even for that game, like some of that work is just beautiful. There was someone who posted one of steel-looking wings that looked like it had this lovely sheen on it. I have no idea how to do that, so I thought it was gorgeous.
well, equally, Family Meeple kind of has to be a Games Workshop guy by default if it's based in Nottingham, because that's where Games Workshop head office is.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Is that
But,
true, Family Maple? You're a Games Workshop fan?
well, he was saying he was hugely inspired by the Golden Demon Awards when he was growing up playing Games Workshop games.
Oh, Oh, because it's based out of there,
Yeah.
it was very,
Well,
yeah.
I'm just being slightly saying he should be because they're based in the city he lives in.
Gotcha, yeah. I have no idea where the different ones are. He's like, that's how I came to be in Nottingham. I worked in their telesales for a period. Ah, nice. Then I could any I care about. Almost done. Right. All right. That makes 8 of the leather. So the last thing to paint now is the blade. We're done. We're done. We're done with this assembly line stuff. All right, so let's.
Until your next game, which has more assembly line stuff.
Why do you hate me? I don't understand. What have I done to you?
I'm just making sure that you're aware of the reality of life.
I wronged you last line? Is it? Boom boom. Okay, so we are finally on this. We are going with I had the color and now it's gone. Where'd it go? Fabulous. I think it was yeah, Horde Bronze. That's what it was, which is what I'm gonna paint her armor. So we're using Horde Bronze. Horde Bronze is part of the Metallic 2.0 set. So it doesn't come in the big box. It comes in the Speed Paint Metallic sets. The Horde Bronze is right there. So if you are looking for it, that is the extras. I really hope they come out with a lot more metallic speed paints. Honest, I think they are very cool. So up, we'll just paint blades. Never look at these again. Here we go. I like speed paints are pretty. Cannot one down. Yeah. Next. And I am by no means a pro. Pros out there who looking like, oh, he should have applied a 310 stretch on a left hand rudder. I don't know. Not that guy. Get him table ready.
Why would your skellies have a rudder?
I don't know. Why do you listen to me? If you start listening to me, the whole thing falls apart.
Because it's so much easier to torture you if I listen to you.
That's why I always tell Barrett and Steve whenever they catch me on stuff like that. It's like, don't listen to me. The whole thing falls apart if you do. It sounds like gibbering nonsense.
I'm saying nothing. I think that sounds like might be a bit of an.
Sounds like. That's what I'm sticking to. Sounds like. Also, one of the things that you want to use that I'm not using here, but that you should invest in for with speed painting is a wet palette. I have a wet palette. I just haven't I need
See,
to
I don't tend to use the wet palette with my speed paints.
really.
Mm.
Huh.
It can thin them a bit quickly,
Okay.
and they'll spread across the surface because of the way they're designed to
Just run.
flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Final four. Wet Pal's definitely a game changer, even with contrast paints. Love it. I agree. I like them. I think the paints last longer. But I won't deny that there's that risk. Three more to go. So excited. The end is in sight.
Oh, about the bunch of skellies I'm about to send you.
I've moved. You no longer have my address.
That's okay. I'll ask Cynthia.
Yeah, that type of talk will not get me to move to the UK any sooner. I'm just gonna say that. All right, Alley Last Blade. Woo-hoo. And we're done. Yay! So we're gonna take all of these and put them away all the way over here so we never have to look at them until it's time to paint the bases black and be done. So these are done very quick. Took us about 50 minutes. Well, let's say 40 minutes for 8 of them. Just knock them out real quick. Now we're gonna get to the fun one. Yay! Okay, so she looks like an amazing mini. Can't see if it's blurry or not. There we go. So we got some skellies coming out, but they're going to be a different color a little bit. Filling all this in, so she's unique mini. We will be going with this. So we'll use the same bronze, which is poured bronze on her armor. We're gonna use hoplite gold on these minis. Caribbean blue. I've got some dusk red for the base, and then purple will be doing a murder scene. It's called murder scene. Why is murder scene purple anyway? And then on her blade, I'm actually gonna mix. I'm gonna be mixing because it's like that purplish. I'm gonna be mixing broadsword silver with that murder scene purple. I don't know why it's called murder scene. And then at the base, we'll be doing a polished silver. So let's do some fun. Hey, Doug, what's going on? This is for Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight, the board game. So what do we want to start with? We will we'll start with her armor. That's gonna be the tricky bits. Yeah, her armor sound. We'll start with her armor. So we were still going with Horde Bronze, so we'll keep that going. There with it. Horde Bronze from the Metallic set. Actually, a little fun with it. Let's get a little fun with it. Happy little fun. We're gonna mix it with polished silver. It's a drop of polished silver. Point, actually two. And we're gonna mix those
Happy
up.
little fun. Is that kind of Bob Ross got confused with, well, who knows? Don't really know what happy little fun it is.
It's a happy little accident. Happy little fun. You gonna paint a happy little bush over here? We'll see how it comes. We'll see how the polished silver in that comes out when it dries. Usually, I don't trust this the final color of the speed paint until it dries, but hopefully it'll come out something nice. Something we can say we're proud of, right?
You can always say you're proud of
Hey,
something.
I'm saying I'm saying that. That doesn't mean I mean. I don't think I paint well at all. So Brian's heard me self-deprecate myself many times.
You paint far better than you give yourself credit
No, I
for.
don't. No, I do not. Like I said, my thing is I look at when other people showcase their paint stuff and I'm like, I suck. I am not good. But I'll get there. I'll get there. Just I'm not there right now. I'll never say I'll never be good. I'll say that I'm not good right now.
You are good and you are improving. And that is the way of it. Every figure will be better than the last one.
Yep.
Almost every figure will be better than the last one. Every so often you do something really stupid and you go, ah, did I just do that?
You chide yourself for a little bit of time.
Yeah, probably no more than 15 to 20 years.
Ah, is that all? Yeah, I'm my worst critic. I am my worst critic when it comes to anything. Like I can mess up something on a stream and people will be like, "Oh, it's not a big deal," and I will say I am a terrible person for about a week. It's not healthy. It's just the ABCs of me.
So is that you're only a terrible person for about a week, or you only say you're a terrible
That
person for
that
about a week?
that. Sometimes a little bit of both. A little bit from column A, a little bit from column B. Our armor's looking pretty solid. I like the mix of color that's on there. And oh, and her face guard. I learned that from being a programmer. Like you'd code something, you'd release it, and then you go back to it and look at it probably about a year later, and you're like, what drunk person did this? Oh, it's my code.
That's why you should never code on a Friday night.
You don't code on a Friday night. You do releases. Friday at 5 p.m. Just release new code. Nothing can go wrong, right? When it's a single specific mini, that's when you really dive in and say, oh, 30 billion. It kind of oh my hand. Pretty decent. Do you have preferred paints you like to work with? Um, in terms of brands, Army Painter, because I kind of came on the scene with Army Painter. They're what I started with. I have some Citadel paints, but I'm not married to them. I think I'd always reach for Army Painter first, just because that's what I'm used to. Doesn't mean I won't try anything different. I tried Turbo Dark paints. I just didn't like that I had to reapply the paints to get that blend tone that they have. And I do have a set of Pro Acryls, which I really do like. Um, but they're expensive. So Army Painter is just kind of a lot easier to, you know, digest cost wise. All right, so that is her metal. Curious about this mean purple. I think we're gonna do that next, which is cloak. So yes, it says murder scene. I'm not making it up. And this is part of the 2.0 mega set that you can get. Murder scene. So we'll shake that up. I can see the palette that I'm using. I do probably around 4 drops. A little bit excessive, but what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? So for this, because it's on her back and there's a large swath of area, I'm gonna break out the shade brush. So this is the hammer, basically. So I'm gonna just cover a bunch of stuff and feel good about it.
Cynthia's saying hello from behind me.
Hello. You ready, oh Captain, my Captain, for more Arkham Horror tomorrow?
Are you ready, oh Captain, his captain, for more Arkham Horror tomorrow? She has a look of utter pain and agony on her face. Is banging her head against a door frame.
So
I
yes.
think I heard her say I don't want to make the decisions, but I figure that could just be an issue with problems with the people she's having to make the decisions for.
We're fine. We're perfectly fine.
Are you dead yet?
No, because Cynthia will keep us alive with her great decision making.
Sorry. Yes.
I trust her. What could go wrong?
Yes. She is very trustworthy.
See, Janet believes in you. Janet's like, you got this. Kate and I were like, we're not making any of the decisions. She will decide what we're gonna. Oh, that's funny.
I'm sure it will all go
What could
as expected.
what could possibly go wrong? That's all I'm saying. Like it seems pretty straightforward. It's Arkham.
So it's all going to be wonderful and fluffy,
Well,
and
that's it.
you're not all going to die horribly, slowly, painfully, while you slowly fall into the depths of madness.
Exactly. See, you get it. Put that together. You're picking up what I'm putting down.
Where the only time the game doesn't kill you is when you want it to.
That's true. I was trying to kill myself on that game and we ended up winning.
Maybe there's a moral to this story.
The chaos bag gods just say it's no fun if you want it if you're not suffering. So
And you obviously enjoy suffering so much because you talk to me on a regular basis.
oh yeah, probably need to go get a CAT scan.
I'm not sure they'll find anything. Yes, Yankee, very, very much.
That this side of the cake. The minis, they're three-dimensional. Run that out there for people who don't know that. They're not flat. That
Because
mean
I'm
that
sure watching you do this isn't giving them a clue that it's not flat.
throwing that out there, this nice set of information for I finished book 2 of the London's.
Ah,
I am now on book 3, and I still am not understanding some stuff about book 1.
what don't you understand about book one?
I do not understand how the whole ending segment, which I don't want to spoil. I don't get it. Because nothing has come back up to allude to what the heck that was.
I think it's explained in the book of the time.
It wasn't. It was just something that he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this," and then he did it. Like, how did you know to do that? How, what?
He was probably told by Mama Thames.
She gave him a clue. She gave him a clue of what to do, but not when or how or where. So the book series we're talking about, it's called The Rivers of London is the title of the series. Um and it's
By Ben Barovich.
Ben Aronovich, right?
That's the one.
Ben Aronovich.
I can never get his last name right.
Really good series. I like the character building. I love all the characters that they have in that book. Stephanopoulos and the rest. I love all the characters. So they're written very well. Does Jupiter orbit the sun, or does the sun orbit Jupiter? What? Okay.
I'll let you cover that one with Yogi.
Stay in school, kids.
I have slight concerns at this moment about the Australian education system.
Suspect. Huh? Got some. Oh, we made a bunch. Yes. Lovely. And because she's death, I want to keep in gray instead of the black that's on there. Like the grayish looking uh, contrast of the skin. But her cape is done. We'll probably get in the top of the scythe before it dries up. Do that. Remake that with a broadsword silver. Broadsword silver from the no set. 4 drops on that one, and usually if you're like, well, how do you know how many drops you have to use? Honestly, it's just feeling it out. I have no, it's just kind of, I've been doing this. This is something Brian told me a long time ago when I used to ask him that very same question. Just just kind of feel it out, and it'll come to you after a while of experimentation and just trying stuff out. When I first started, I would always say to him, "Hey, so what color should I use for this?"
He did.
After a while, you just kind of it just
How do I mix this colour?
yeah, yep, I remember that. After a while, it just comes to you.
Um, Cynthia's asking you, are you referring to the scene with Molly and the ghost?
No, I'm referring to before that scene. Good, right? We'll get some of that blade. We'll do the polished silver. So the bottom of the blade we could do right now. Polished silver, because if it blends while it's wet, it's even better. So polished silver from the 2.0 set. This is from the metallic set. 3 drops because we're not going to be using a lot of it. That's the thing, I haven't learned blending well yet. So that's my next endeavor.
Blending, depending on how you want it, can be very time consuming.
I was here on the side of just table ready. I was able to blend once, and it was with fire, and I think I did it by accident. I cannot tell you how I did it, how it works, none of it. There you go. Aid. Oz has Molly Majestic. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So that's looking good. We've got her going. I need to get a dark oak. Please tell me you come with oak. Nope, 1.0 has it. Awesome. Get the oak paint. Let me let me see about getting that. Standing up looking. Oh, I'm sad. I can't find it. It's just off. All right. Well, sounds like we're doing some paint mixing to get that oak feel. Oh, there it is. It's right here. Dark wood. There it is. That's why I couldn't find it, because it was right in front of me. Dark wood. Uh, Up and nicely. Oh, it's looking. I don't know. What do y'all think? How do you all think it looks?
I think she's looking good. I think someone needs to stop putting themselves down about their painting ability.
You really need to stop doing that to yourself. It's not right. Your painting ability is great. Shouldn't be putting yourself down.
Physician, healed, I say.
think I get that's looking pretty. Oh, pretty. Yeah. Like I said, the undertones of her wrists and arms and stuff is in. I'll pick a different color other than black. I didn't want just this black glove figure. That would be here, 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 there, and the fingers. But I'm going to pick a different color for her. I haven't decided on what yet, so we're going to move on to the bottom. But mostly she's pretty solid. Until I could figure out that. Go ahead and get this going. So we're going to start from top and straight down. So we're going to grab the Hoplite Gold for these guys. The shake ball gets in the way of the paint. Hoplite Gold is part of, I think this is in 2.0, but it's also in the metallic paint. Very, very well. Hey, Doug, how's it going? I'm pretty good. I mean, what do you think so far? I have the picture that I'm painting by numbers on here. See how I'm doing.
Yogi, your jokes never cease to amaze me. No, that wasn't me mispronouncing what I wanted to say. It was not amuse, it was amaze.
I missed the pun.
Have a look through chat.
Oh, missed. Uh, go and the body underneath. That. Get the armor. So quiet. Hey, Jocko, what's going on? Sorry. When I start focusing, I get quiet. So we're going to be using Caribbean Ocean for the blue armor that you see here. I'm going to mix this with polished silver. So get a nice little metallic blue going. It's going to be more blue, so more blue has to be added. So six drops, like 6 to 3 should be good. Shake up polished silver. Give them a stirring response. No.
I see you went to the Yogi, the Bear School of.
There we go. There it is.
How are you finding the metallics?
I like them. I like the metallics a lot. I like that sheen that it gives to the mini. So I know there are other ways to get it, but it's the fastest. But I enjoy them. I like the metallic paints on the regular paints as well. I had those before I got the metallic speed paints. And I painted a lot of Marvel United with those metallics. Good. Best. Boom. Bam. We're moving quick. Okay, so now it is paint the ground and the eye socket. Then I'll come back and do whatever color I'm thinking of for her body, and that's it. This is actually a pretty short mini. So the ground is we're going to be using dusk red, and dusk red, as you can see for this gravelly piece that's here, that's what we're going to be using for that. This is in the 2.0 set. Come on. Got to be very careful. So I would love to use the shade brush and just go all ham on it. Oh, I've missed a whole section. This is the reason why I tell y'all minis have 3 parts. They're 3D. They're three-dimensional. There's a front and back to these minis. I completely missed the back of this. Oh, gold. Fine. That's it. Got it. Nailed it. Okay, so which one did I pour the wrong red into? I think it's this. I think this is it. Let's find out. Ooh, might not have been it. No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So this is dusk red for the stone. As a flat earther, I can confirm that a mini is 2D. Oh boy. That's a whole and another discussion. Wait, why is this coming? Oh, crap, did I put the wrong one on here? I put the wrong one on here. Oh no. Alright. Easy enough. Let's just get that.
So, Yogi, which side of the flat Earth are you on?
On the purple, not the red. Red sandwich. Activate the paints and pull it right off. Because I was confused and I got distracted. Let's do dusk red in this thing. There we go. That looks a lot better. You see Yogi's answer response to your question.
Yeah, that would be the problem, Yogi. I don't have one to have a simulation in.
Yeah, so just if you're using speed paints and you make a mess, just grab some water real quick on a napkin or some cloth and just wipe it right off because it reactivates the paint, so you could just pull it right off. No harm, no foul. That base. Oops. Grab the hardened leather. Lovely detailing. Okay, so now we got the base done. We'll get paint on your face, so you just gotta live with it. Got the base done. We were going to do black of the eyes for the skeletons, and then whatever color I'm still thinking what I want to do with that. So we've got Grim Dark, which is part of the 1.0 set for speed paints. It's basically black. I call it dark, trying to make it sound cool.
Because all paints must have a completely daft name that no one can make any sense out of.
Other than just, black. I don't eyes. It takes too many hand. Okay, now let's talk about what we're gonna do about her. Supposed to be a death dealer of some sort. Hmm. No, sir, I don't like it. We could go with a cultist cloak, maybe. Moody mauve. Ooh, that's a nice color. Oh, they got a satchel brown color in 2.0. How about we go with noble skin? Why is it gray? I don't. Sure. I know plenty of nobles whose skin is gray. Right. Right. Uh, Just joined. That mini is really looking great. Thanks, Steve. Nice job. Gotta go. Some scarabs and scorpions are waiting to be smashed. Arquise, have a great rest of your day, Janet. Let me know how the Arquise thing goes. So we're going noble skin, which is great. I don't know. Y'all tell me. That looks great to me. Anyway, it's part of 2.0.
It looks great. I always thought nobles were always a bit more flushed due to the amount of wine that they drink.
Ended up darker than I anticipated, which I was trying to come up with a different color, but I didn't see any in the paints that I had on hand. We'll deal with this and deal with it. She's done. Look at that. Y'all think? Does it match up? Does it look good? Metal came off really nice for me. I really like it. So let her dry, and all I have to do now is just rebase the base black, and Bob's your uncle. So all the ones that we painted today, we assembly lined these with speed paints plus her. So this is all we did today. So we did 9 minis, and it's 1:30 my time, so about an hour and a half. 9 minis in an hour and a half. See how much time speed paints save you. I'll just rebase these blacks, which is not much to see. I'll grab this shader brush, and all I'm doing is just going around, and that's it. And then let them dry, and they're done. I have not varnished any of the other ones I did. I'm gonna wait until they're all done, and then I'm gonna varnish all of them at once. Just save on varnish, right? Save on product. To just do it all one time. Um, but we'll be back, and hopefully Brian will be able to join next Sunday for sure. So let's head up to the top. All right, so hopefully he'll get it sorted, and he'll be back painting with me again on next Saturday, right?
I will go and beat the computer to bits.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll be back next Saturday, and he will be back on the painting. We'll move on to the next set of minis for Shovel Knight, the board game that we're building out. So there's still more assembly line to do. Hopefully those will be quick as well. We'll see. And another boss mini to paint as well with those, just to kind of showcase. So what's coming up? This has been a crazy week, but tomorrow is I'm doing the salute to Cynthia for "Oh Captain, My Captain" as she takes Kate and I through the Path to Carcosa Arkham Horror LCG card game that we will be playing on Tabletop Simulator. So feel free to join us there and watch Cynthia make all the decisions. No pressure at all. No pressure. So I just want to say after that next week we'll get back into more board game playthroughs, more Isofarian guards coming, more rogue angels, as well as more Canje tries to not suck at Marvel Champions, and we'll see where the rest goes. But until then, thank you all for joining. Brian, thanks for hanging out with me. I know you had some computer issues, but I appreciate it. And that'll be that. So everybody, we love you. Absolutely do about it. Bye everybody.